Alright, let me ask this question. Who thought it was a good idea to fuck around with the dead? I'm Demetrius and welcome to the Brumakian podcast. This is an episode of review series where I can review anything, but not everything. That includes monster movies, both big and small, anime, and video games. This week is Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. Note that I didn't say 2K02 edition. Just like how it worked in the early 1990s to bring Ghidorah and Mothra back, Toho decided it was time to bring the mechanical double back as well. But things would be different this time around. For one, Mechagodzilla would be rarely called Mechagodzilla in this film. It would gain the nickname of Kyu, which derives from the word Kakai and Ryu, meaning machine and dragon. I can definitely see that. Another thing that was going to be different this time around was that, unlike the previous incarnations, this Mechagodzilla was to be built around the bones of the original Godzilla. To which that doesn't make any sense, because if you remember, the original Majesty died and his bones disappeared. So where they found the bones is beyond me. Anyhow, here is something very interesting. Mizaki Tezuka returns to the director's chair, as well as Michiru Oshima, who returns not just to compose the film, but she does it with the help of the Moscow International Symphonic Orchestra under a conductor named Konstantin D. Krimitz. The end result was Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, or X if you want to go by its Japanese title, released in Japan on December 14, 2002, and here is its plot synopsis according to IMDb. Omega?
To protect Japan from yet another monster attack, this time from a new and malevolent member of the Godzilla species, the Japanese government creates a human-piloted cyborg, codenamed Kyu, using the skeleton of the original Godzilla that attacked Japan in 1954. But like anything, it goes horribly wrong.
My goodness, this is another banger. The story is basic right down to the T, and I did notice that it follows some beats from vs. Mechagodzilla. However, if Mechagodzilla was the beta, against Mechagodzilla was the base game, and unlike most live service games, it's actually completed. The characters here have much more chemistry than Mechagodzilla. The female lead Akane fucked up, but at least it was an honest mistake, and she did somewhat redeem herself by the end. Keyword somewhat. And I like the dynamic between her, the father, and the daughter. Everyone else, they are really good. The leader of the Kyu squad has a chin that can rival Jira and Jay Leno. And I like how not everyone would gravitate towards Akane, especially this one dude, and it's understandable. And speaking of Kyu, I love this design. In fact, both Kyu and Godzilla's designs are top tier
cream with a crack.
Godzilla's design is a slimmed down 2000 suit and it's absolutely beautiful. I just wish at points he didn't stand around like a flank. The special effects are great. I'm surprised how polished everything is. Also, that shot of the OG Godzilla, that isn't CG, that was an actual suit, and that fooled me for a long time. The music, oh my god, the music. I love it, I love it, I love it. My second favorite soundtrack. I can't pick out my favorite track, they're all great. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla overall is by far the second best film in the Millennium Era, or as I like to call it, the Anthology Era. If it had worked out some of the minor issues like powering up the mech's power, to which they could have used Duracell instead of Energizer because it lasts longer, that's a cold hard fact, it would have been fantastic. But as it stands, this film is great for almost all to see. It may have been a draw, but Godzilla and Kyu will meet again, and there is going to be a wildcard thrown in there as well. Until then, thank you all for watching / listening. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more of the Brumakian podcast. While you're at it, check out my other content. Your support makes a difference. This has been Demetrius signing off, and hail to the king.